Welcome back to another Monday OnlineDrummer.com drum lesson. I'm Nate Brown. In this drum lesson, you'll need the sheet music called Two Most Common Patterns in Drumming. You can get that for free at OnlineDrummer.com. I call these patterns Pattern A and Pattern B, like you can see on the sheet. And these two patterns we play a lot, but maybe don't often recognize it or realize it. I'm going to start with Pattern A. Pattern A is 1 and an eighth note and two 16th notes. 1 and You can stick that right, left, or you can use alternating sticking. And number 1 there shows Pattern A played over and over for 2 measures. 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4 and a 1. So it starts with an eighth note, 1, and then 2 16ths. And there's a little break after the 1 or after the number 1 and 2. And you could say E there, but don't play it if you're having trouble with the spacing. 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4. Number 2 shows a useful application of this Pattern A in a drum beat, and you've probably played something similar to this before. Number 2, 1 and 2 and a 3 and 4 and. So 2 and a, 2 and a. Just breaks it up to different surfaces. 2 and 2 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Number 3, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. So Pattern A is on beat 2, 2 and beat 4, but this time we throw in the bass drum on the 4 and 4 and So it's important to realize that it's all based off of that simple Pattern A. We're just moving it around to different drums and sometimes playing 2 sticks at once. Number 4 uses Pattern A as a drum fill. So 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4 and Here's where I recommend not using alternating sticking. I would do the right, left. That way your next hand's ready to hit right, left, right, left, right, left. And number 5 is another example of a fill. 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4 and I would do the same sticking right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left. Number 6 gives an example of Pattern B. And if you look back above, you can see Pattern A and Pattern B. They kind of look similar. They're almost a mirror image, though. Pattern B starts with the 2 16th notes, and then the eighth note is played. And this is 3 strokes, right in a row. Remember, the pause is always after the eighth note. Like in Pattern A, E, and the pause was after the eighth note. So Pattern B, the pause is after the eighth note. You could count. In fact, look at number 6. 1 E and 2 E and 4 E and 1 E and 2 E and 3 E and 4 E and. All right, to the fun stuff. Number 7 uses Pattern B. 1 and 2, 3 E and 4 and. So you see, Pattern B is on 3, 3 E and 3 E and 3 E and. Number 8, 1 E and 2, 3 E and 4 and. I want to speed that up. That's kind of fun. Pattern B is on beat 1, 1 E and 1 E and 1 E and 3 E and 3 E and. Number 9 is a drum fill using that. 1 E and 2 E and 3 E and 4 E and. I would start with the right each time around. And if you're left-handed, you'd start with the left. Right, left, right, left, right, left, right. And number 10 is another fill. 1 E and 2 E and 3 E and 4 E and. I'm going to play number 8 and then the fill, number 10, and then back to number 8. That wasn't number 8 I went back to, but that's okay. Number 10 is cool. This is when we use both patterns A and B and put them together. 1 and a 2 E and 3 and a 4 E and. A lot of people want to put a pause in between each of the patterns, but there's not a pause there. Those are straight 16th notes. They run right into each other. There's only that pause after an eighth note. Number 11 is a drum beat that uses pattern A and pattern B. 1 and 2 and a 3 and 3 and. And number 12 is an interesting use of this with the bass drum. 1 and 2 3 and 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 missed the snare drum. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. So you can see that 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and. Sometimes it's more difficult to pick out the patterns when they're being played on different surfaces, but if you move it all to one drum, you can hear that. Number 13 is a drum fill using this. 1 and 2 and 3 and 2 and. And 14 is another drum fill. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Having a little fun with that one. These are just some examples of these patterns, but if you start, when you're listening to your songs or reading your sheet music, if you break it down to that foundational rhythm, you'll be able to hear a lot of pattern A and pattern B. And since these patterns are used so much in music, learning them, being able to recognize them is going to make you a better player overall. You'll be able to learn new grooves faster, new songs. I hope you enjoyed this lesson this week. You can check out my book with Alfred Publishing called Alfred's Beginning Workbook for Snare Drum. That's designed to help you learn to read from beginner through advanced and also gives you a bunch of worksheets. Have a great week of drums. Keep drumming.